What a joy to behold a new month. My name is Uzezi Udwefe Ideho, and this is The Breakfast Show on TSL Nigeria TV.
Welcome. If you are seeing this video, you successfully made it to December 2020. It's the last month of the year, and most people regard it as the holiday month, while some others, it's work, work, work. While it's nice to think of December as a time to relax, spend time with family, eat all the great meals, and put on nice clothing, somebody must definitely do the legwork, the handwork, and the bank work. Today on The Breakfast Show, we will be discussing December and the pressure on Nigerian households. I'm joined by my amazing co-host. Hello, Aisha.
Hi.
Hi, Young.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so it's December, and I was on my own. I decided to group people into different categories this period. We have people who obviously do not care about Christmas because of their religion, their belief, or one thing or the other. We have people who save constantly from January to December for the celebration. And when December comes, of course, they break the piggy and they dirty up December. Then we have people who depend on people who have saved for December. So I have three categories of people this period.
So
which do you belong to? Uzezi.
I depend on you.
So how do you make that dependence work?
I spend quite a lot. I have parents, so I play my part for December because it's the belief that when it's December, you have to give gifts to your parents, people you admire, to your mentors, to younger ones. As funny as it sounds, I give. I'm not just depending, I have to give because younger ones are like, this is Christmas, so
Christmas.
time is nothing. And you know, you get a title and it begins to ring. Even now, they're writing up list. My younger brother said he wants a new shirt, he wants to do rag, what is it? I said, help me, I'm just young, why did I start life?
You're adulting, my dear.
But then I now depend on my husband. I said,
okay.
Christmas clothes.
The dependent is depending.
That's how it goes. So,
okay.
I depend and I also give.
All right, fantastic. Aisha.
I actually point to the three categories.
Oh yeah? And it depends on your mood though. Let me assume.
Because I could unwind with friends, because Christmas is that time of the year when you need to unwind, when you need to relax. Like you said, spend time with family, be joyful, have that inner joy, and don't go into unnecessary pressure. I don't think people have to go overboard because of Christmas.
But your savings are intact.
Yes.
For dirty December.
I will visit you.
Yes.
Yes.
So ordinarily, I have my piggy bank, like you say, and I think I'm going to open it this.
I heard it. I heard that.
Of course, my kids depend on me too. So they're already clamoring for Christmas clothes.
Very important.
Ordinarily, they want new things, but Christmas, they will need special things. Because before Christmas, you buy things for
Of course, of course.
But for Christmas, they want something special, like
New
shoes,
shoes,
need to
new
get
tops.
it, you know. So before now, I've already planned for it.
Wow.
Yeah, planned for it. I've ordered for some of their things, not all though, majorly. And Christmas Sunday, we have to get native.
To church.
So just yesterday, I took them to the tailors for their
Straight out from the tailors.
Me too now. I'm still depending on somebody.
Yes. Okay.
It's still Christmas for me.
All right, fantastic. Everything well planned for you. All right, so we've heard from the ladies, Young. The ladies are basically depending on somebody. Yeah, they are definitely depending on their husbands for Christmas, and they have people who they want to dirty their December for, their siblings and their children. So as a man, do you think this period is a lot of pressure for you? Because look at two women already billing husbands. So do you think it's a lot of pressure, or is it time for you to unwind and you feel good about it?
First thing first, I'll say I'm blessed amongst women.
Oh, yeah.
As the only man here. But for me, December is a time to just bond with family and then exchange gifts with loved ones and also appreciate God for keeping us alive as a Christian to see the end of the year. I don't think there's we should attach too much pressure to that month because normally we've been surviving, we've been living, and it's a time to just reflect on our lives and just look back on the things we've achieved over time and also plan ahead for the future. I'm not married yet, so I really don't have that pressure on me, as it were, like compared to the ladies. You have kids that you have to give gifts, buy new things for.
But you have family, you have siblings.
Yeah, I have younger ones. Like, though my siblings are framed, they are all adults.
Okay.
So everyone is taking care of himself or herself. So that pressure is not on me. But I have younger cousins that I have to take care of. I think that's where the pressure lies in. So then I have to like see how I can manage and help them with one or two things.
Okay, so with everything going on in the country right now, the recession, there is no money, we are suffering, rice is 35,000 naira, goat is expensive, should we substitute chicken for fish? A lot of questions rising up and down. So do you think this year's Christmas will be as elaborate as other years, or we are just going to keep it low-key?
Well, Faith, truth is, this year a lot has happened. Not just in Nigeria, the world at large faced a lot. And you know, this is one thing that motivational speakers do. That when it's December, like they begin to ask you, what did you achieve for the year 2020? What have you got? What did you do? There's still, today is 2nd. You still have 29 days to go to fix your 2020. But funny enough, nobody has even asked that question. Because all we are trying to do this year is just breathe. Survive. And just keep until 2020, bye. Don't come again. So I personally don't feel like this year's Christmas is, yes, we're going to celebrate because celebration will come from the strength that, we made it despite all that happened, COVID-19, recessions, killing deaths. This year, the number of deaths we recorded was crazy.
A lot.
I remember this is December, around November, obituary every week. And I was like, what is happening? And you had COVID-19, people were struggling for their lives and everything. So I think we're going to celebrate with the fact that we made it through here, but spending money and everything, I don't think it will be, because school is about to resume. Remember, people have been home for over 9 months now, and they're federal government looking at opening schools in January. So those who are going to resume university, they have rents to pay, there's school fees there, books to get. So I think people should actually just plan ahead for 2021. Leave the December just low-key. Live your life, enjoy it at its best, but don't over-stress yourself, don't tax yourself. There's some women who would rather buy new clothes for themselves and the children and pay school fees.
We will get to those category of people on the show today.
So I think that we should just leave it at the low-key level, but just be grateful to God for life, for family, and all that we're putting together.
Aisha, what do you think?
About no money, recession, a lot of people are partying,
getting married.
Someone bought a bag for 10 million.
Correct.
I'm still in shock.
Going straight, 1.2.
As in everything top notch. You understand? Well, but that's on the light side.
And yeah, Linda Ikeji got a Range Rover Autobiography 2020 for about 140 million.
Wow.
That they've seen
There's money.
December in 2020 because a lot has really happened. And a lot of people want to celebrate big because they are alive and they have the opportunity to see the end of the year. Just, yesterday, I spoke to a friend in UK and he was saying, Koro, like the pandemic really affected him. He lost his job, he just got another one. But these people in Nigeria, they still want him to do the same thing he has been doing over time. And I was like,
how is that even possible?
Pressure, just do the little you can, and they should understand. Just give them. He said like he has about almost 500,000 naira to send to Nigeria. Like the plans now, the bills. To I said if you don't have the amount, if normally you send 100K, do 50. Because
kill yourself.
You should understand. People shouldn't go under unnecessary pressure. Like this on December, Igbo
Shout out to our Eastern brothers and sisters.
They must go home.
They must
go home. And this is the time for them to show off. This is time for them to say, look at what I've achieved. So some people go under unnecessary pressure. Like now, they're like, first week of December, they want to start. You know, doing what they're not supposed to do to make ends meet, to celebrate Xmas with their family, extended family, you know. So it doesn't work. People shouldn't go overboard. Just as your power wish.
Don't like
that.
All right, what do you think?
Yes, for what the ladies have said, I'm in support of everything they've said, because looking at the way the year started, it came with so much expectation. People were like new jobs. buy a
Very
new house, buy a new car, and
Relocating to Canada.
you know, like now we can't really predict the future.
Yeah.
For, you know, it just happened. COVID came, there's recession, there is insecurity, there's so much tussle, leadership, power, and everything in the country at the same time. In all, it's a different strokes for different folks. While some are celebrating, others are crying and all that. We should just find a way to just keep it on the low. Those that really don't have much to celebrate with, don't kill yourself. There's still more Christmas to celebrate.
Yes.
Just take it the way you see it. Just make sure you don't overdo things. Don't get carried away by social media, because I think that's one of the major problems we have right now.
You see people doing things.
Yeah, like you just mentioned now, and then like you bought a new Range Rover, customized.
Get 1.2 groceries here.
You see that? So by the time you start looking at all those pictures and images, the way it have a way of reflecting on your subconscious mind, it just keeps sure in the KG bought. Am I a human being?
Does she have two heads?
Does she have two heads? So you know you want to do what you're not supposed to do.
One thing I'll say is inner joy.
Yeah, peace,
That
contentment.
peace, contentment, yes, it comes from within. Just have that inner joy.
You know, the crazy thing, Aisha, is that some people, as an individual, like Faith right now, on my own, I know send. I can be like Uzezi, Kong, waiting you cook on Christmas Day. But if you have people you're responsible for, if you have children, you have family, and they just look up to you, like growing up, I really would not know if they paid my mother or my father's salary. We were just entitled as children. So we just sit back and we are like, we must eat chicken today, new clothes. So our parents cannot sit us down as children and start telling us we've not been paid. We will not understand. So we still see parents, especially parents, under pressure to deliver because they do not want to disappoint their children. Then you also talked about our Eastern brothers and sisters who always want to go back home. Now most of them are going back home because they are pressured to go back home. If you ask them one-on-one, do you really want to do this? They may not want to do it. So the society on its own has this way, even without the internet, has this way of putting you under pressure.
Yeah, it's true.
Slowly.
You see your neighbors actually painting their house, you know.
And the whole street is, you know, colorful, and only your structure doesn't have paint. And people will start saying,
for Christmas.
For Christmas time, why this one no paint house? So they make the streets, they make the streets they ugly. So you won't know when you go and buy 2 buckets of paint
on credit.
On credit, you will not even know when you start pricing the painter. And the painter will now say, pay me XYZ amount, and you say you don't have, the person will start shouting. You will not even know when your children, because the children have a way of making you make the wrong decision, especially the ones you cannot explain to.
Yeah, but at a point, when we got into secondary school, things were not so smooth for my parents. I remember about 2 Decembers, they actually told us that, see,
that's secondary school, Uzezi.
No,
have you seen these kids?
And then my younger one was in, what's it called, primary school then. So they told us, like, there's no Christmas clock,
okay.
You have to pay your fee. But the smaller one was like, mommy, what's it? My mom did not even answer. Like, I'm not even going to need you to begin with.
Okay.
So if parents had that method, if you like cry from now to tomorrow.
Then we still see other families who maybe every December they go to Dubai. They've never spent a Christmas in Nigeria, and all of a sudden, December 2020, and your dad is saying you're spending Christmas in Benin, and you're like, Daddy, all my friends we're supposed to link up in Dubai.
Summer holiday is there. Summer holiday, most times a lot of people travel.
Then we still see some wives. Yeah, Mrs. Aisha is a great wife, Mrs. Baby is a great wife, but we still see some wives who would not want to understand because they belong to one association or the other, and they have to buy some fabrics, they have to buy jewelry, they have to, come out in a certain way, end of year party and all of that. So the pressure is just there. You just have to go out to the street and pick your own size of pressure because it's just there for everybody in December. And I feel it's the end of the year, yes, but it's just another month. Okay, just like we saying, okay, 20 came with COVID and insecurity.
Do
you even know what January holds? We are hoping for the best though, but it's still going to be the same thing. We are still going to slide into another month. It's just that it's a different year with a different number. So personally, I think as individuals, it's Christmas, yes. The end of the year, yes. Celebrate, yes. But do it wisely. Yes. In my opinion, we should just apply wisdom in everything we do.
Because it's the end of the year and it's just the time for you to review everything you've done throughout the year. It's a time for you to relaunch. It's a time for you to re-strategize for next year. It's not just time for you to party and say it's Christmas and forget that there's January and forget that there's another year, because a lot has happened. It's just a time for us to re-strategize for 2021, because we don't know what 2021 has in store for us.
Exactly.
That 2021 will be better, and
definitely.
something else will not just come up. We are grateful we are alive. That's the most important thing. And just find joy within us.
Okay, let's talk about workplaces right now. It's the end of the year. A lot of people will be looking forward to bonuses, increase, hamper, everything. So what would you say to people, especially those in the private sector? Because I belong to the private sector. You know, our bosses during COVID-19 told us, we need to do a 50% salary cut, so there's no money. It sounded like they were waiting for COVID to happen, because it just happened and you said there was no money immediately. We had not even plunged into a recession just yet.
That was good, that 50%. Some people didn't have anything to take.
Some people even lost their jobs. Yeah, true that.
3 months without pay, I was home.
That was sad.
No pay, like no chinkom. Buying was
terrible.
10 naira, no. There was no pay at all.
Yeah, so for private businesses, I even hear that some federal government ministries have not been paid salaries for over 3 months. So I don't know how they are going to dirty their December. It's all on God. But for private businesses, for business owners and employees, most of us are looking forward to Christmas packages. So what will it be like if we do not?
Your boss will watch this.
If we do not get these packages, what will it be like? Because like Mrs. Aisha said, she usually saves me. Job life. We only live once. If I perish, I perish.
Okay, because I'm not relying on anything.
Yeah, because
This Friday now, I had it all planned up. I'm going to somewhere to get something.
You see, the money is there. So for those of us who are hoping for Christmas package and it doesn't come, how do we go? How do we go about it?
Well, Faith, truth is, let's be honest. You know, as much as we say, our boss didn't pay us during the COVID period, these last salaries, I think you're not easy on them too. That's truth. I run a business by the side. It was not easy for me.
I can imagine.
So imagine if I had a staff or two. It wasn't a funny period for business at all.
Just slow.
And business is just picking up. So if your boss can't do all, like they do formally, take what they give to you. If they can't give to you, oh well and good. We shall move. We move.
All right, so Young, what do you think? Do you think we should move, or we should, take out our placards and say we need our Christmas bonus?
You want to do your job, January?
Now, looking at the economy situation in our country, you find out that most organizations, they are battling on how to survive the pandemic, and with the current recession on ground, there's that excuse, there's a tendency for these organizations not to be able to meet up with the demands or the expectations of their employers or employees. So it's hard now at this point in time for everyone, both organizations, both for individual, private sector, even the public sector too. They are suffering the heat. So I think for what we should learn from this year is to have a backup plan. A plan that, okay, now you have an organization, you have to create a wealth for your staff or a backup money that in case something happens or what we are experiencing now, you cannot take from the end, support either your staff or the business. So you can have something at the end of the day.
So I think the backup plan should be a two-way thing for the company and for the employee. Okay, so just like I always refer to Mrs. Aisha, the piggy bank thing, the piggy bank thing. We need to learn how to save, because 2020 taught me a lot of things, but something very important: savings. We cannot overemphasize the importance of savings. We're rounding up now, and it's been an amazing show. Thank you so much for sticking with us. December is here. You can see me. I'm putting on red, and Aisha is compliant as well. It's as much as we can take on The Breakfast Show today. We will see you next week. Thank you so much for staying with us. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, TSL Nigeria TV, and follow us on all social media platforms at TSL Nigeria TV. My name is Faith Iman. Do have a splendid rest of the day. Toodles.
Stay connected to TSL Nigeria and get updates on the go all day, every day. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on TSL Nigeria Space TV and join our online family.